Alright, babe. So, you know how it is anytime you sleep extra hard. So I want to tell you this dream I just had. It was pretty fucking awesome. It was pretty cool. It was interesting. I remember the dream. Very vivid. So, we were somewhere, I don't know where we were at, but wherever we were at, we were by the water. We weren't originally on like a boat or anything like that, but when we first, what I remember is we were looking in the distance and we could see tornadoes coming down. And so, the first tornado came down, and then it's like, oh, tornado here, tornado there. Everybody was there. Moms, pops, you, for the most part. Everybody else was a blur, but, you could tell, like, there were other people who were there who we knew. So, like, there were people who were actually parachuted. So the first person parachuted, like, way before, like, the tornadoes happened. And then the second one was parachuted. And, like, this is, like, as the tornadoes are coming down faster, closer. And so, like, after that, I'm like, everybody run. And so that as I'm saying that, this person, the parachute is coming down, and they're like doing front flips and shit, like everywhere. And so like, everybody's running into this building, what I thought was a building, which was really a big ass boat, like a huge boat. So everybody runs in. I make sure, I'm the last person in, holding the door. And so like this person, the parachute is landing. So I run, sprint over to this person who's a pretty decent distance away. So I get to the person, it's a lady, and she's rolling up her parachute, trying to make her way to safety. And I'm like, I'll help you. Like, let me help you. I already know what I'm doing, but who cares? And then, so I help her. I drag the rest of her stuff while she sprints, and we sprint to the building everybody went to. And so we go into this building at the time, like a building. It was a boat. So. You know how dreams are. They like to put you in effed up situations. So like as I'm getting on a boat, like I come down into the boat and everybody is just on the boat. Like the tornadoes or nothing has hit yet. We're just running for cover. It's not any flying debris at this time. And out of nowhere, this starts to shake. And so, I'm doing the tornado stance, and my mom's is there. She's doing some weird yoga stance, like with one of her legs in the air, like pointing dog type stuff. Like she was doing the stance, she was just sideways. First, she was on her back. And I'm like, that's not how you do it. Like, and I'm explaining her how to do it. You put your head, under something, get under something, like that. So she finally does it. But like, at this time it's just me and her type relationship. And then after that, the boat started, well, the building started moving, but it became a boat. I don't know, I don't get it. So it was a boat. And so next thing we're head down, moving around, and I was no longer in the same location as everyone. So during this process, I gotten up and I'm running up and down this boat, trying to figure out first of all what's going on. And so I'm now upstairs or something like that of this boat building, and I'm looking and I can see like the water's rushing all over the boat, inside the boat and whatnot. And so I'm looking around the boat and I'm smashing out windows with my fist, like incredible man hard, like like a fucking action hero. And I don't know the reason for that. I don't know. I have no clue. I can't really explain that. Maybe some anger going on. I don't know. And so as this thing is getting worse, I'm making my way. No, actually, no. Let me reverse that. Actually, all that stuff I'm telling you before is wrong. I was actually up. I ended up being upstairs when all you guys were at the bottom. So I'm guessing we ended from the top. So me and this person in the parachute is actually maneuvering. And the person in the parachute kind of like disappeared out the picture pretty much. But they were on the boat. They were on the boat. I'm smashing windows and stuff, looking around and all this stuff. And as this action is happening, so actually when I finally made it, that's the scene with the moms and she was doing the thing. And actually when I first got there, I ran, I like laid on the ground, and like my pops was right there and everything. And like everybody else was like below, like it was like a bar type small balcony, and everybody else was below. Still, no identification of everybody else, but and then after that, I that's when we did the whole stance and got underneath and the whole thing I explained before. And so after that wasn't the worst of it, and so then the boat and stuff started moving. And so when everything started moving, it was moving at a high rate. It was moving like, and so now I'm looking for you. And so everybody else, I don't know, disappears. And I'm seeing this portion where I don't remember. And so as everything's coming to a stop, there's like, it's like this pier. Then now the captain apparently is driving this boat. People are asking questions like, is this boat moving manpower? And we realized it was. And so he goes to this pier and oh shit. And then like I get up and I'm smashing these windows out, I guess, at that point in time. I don't know. And I jump off the boat and onto these piers because I realized that the boat wasn't being man-powered, it was just running. So, I jump off and then like I'm on this high, really, really high balcony, and the boat is coming to a stop. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then I do whatever I do. And then and then after that, I get back on the boat, and then I come down to where you guys are at, and then I remember this part very vividly. It was the same part where we were at. It was just I came to the lower part, and I sat down, and everybody was there in a circle, and then I looked across and I saw you, and then I held your hand, and I said I love you, and then you looked at me and said I love you too, and then we just held hands, and that was pretty much the end of that dream. It was awesome. You were there.